This is my 5th time doing world travel with carry-on baggage, at least what could be considered carry-on baggage, depends on if they weigh it. A lot of the material I'm gonna show you, I've really put it through its paces, and I've done a lot of research because whatever they are gonna be with me for a long time, and I'm going to depend on them. But if I do have affiliate type links for any of these, then I will list them with the products below. Otherwise, it'll just be a generic item. Now for my largest style bag, this is a bag by Marador. It's called their Seg 28, and this is my 2nd year of traveling with this. What I really love about this bag, it almost like a traveling closet for me because it has these separate compartments. So like this one will be for pants and shorts, and this one will be for t-shirts, and this one toiletries, and this one is electronics. So I know right off my head where I need to go for each one of those items. On the inside, it has like a pocket here, and I use this for this little documents folder that I have. It's just like a little hard plastic folder. I like to have that within the bag. And then on the top, it has like another one with like a zip pocket and little compartments. And then on the very top, it even has a laptop compartment that is very useful. It's got water bottle compartment right here. And then on the back, it has like hidden within here another kind of like passport compartment. Full of features, very useful. I've got no complaints. The only issue I had was with the zippers, and that's kind of an issue that I typically have with any kind of these bag items that I have for a long time. Now if I appear a little bit rushed within this video, that's because I was actually late for a flight to the airport. What I'm actually referring to are zipper tags, and they kind of look like this. The little rubber part fell apart, but I have found that you can get like replacement zippers. I recommend these. I actually haven't had any of these break on me yet. Like everything else, I'll leave the link for these below. Otherwise, I have no intention of replacing this bag. It's been my favorite. Bags really matter. My first bag I had was like a Peak Design one, like really expensive camera bag, but it was so heavy. The bag itself was so heavy, and the way it was proportioned was like not comfortable to walk around in. So this is like perfect for comfort and organizing and everything. The next bag I have, so I've had day packs before. I've heard a lot of good things about Cotopaxi, and so I really wanted to try their bags. I believe they're based in the Philippines, where I actually am right now, but the durability of the products is really good. The design of it, I love the pockets. I love that this is like a light day pack, but it's really well featured. It has a main pocket and then this front pocket that has like another compartment here, has like another zip pocket here. And for me, laptop pocket is really important because I work. The laptop pocket isn't padded, which is fine by me. I got this like padded sleeve, and I actually like that it's kind of separate. That way, if I want to take the laptop out with its padded sleeve, then I can have that. Otherwise, I can just put the laptop sleeve in here. And with this laptop sleeve, this actually fits like a 14-inch MacBook Pro. Any bigger than that, I think it would, I don't think it would. Got little water bottle pockets here. I use these for just like sanitizer. I've put this through its paces for the past 6 months, and it looks in great quality. Usually if you buy one of their bags, it's kind of like random. You'll get like different color formations, which personally wasn't my style. So I actually had to search online and find a site that was selling this black color, which is sold out on their main site. I prefer a more discreet bag when I'm traveling. So yeah, this was perfect. Oh, and there's one more technical bag that I have with me. It's just kind of like a passport bag. It's by Alpha Keeper. This will either be typically around me or in this bag, but I almost always keep the most important valuables with me. Also, this thing is very light, unlike some of the competitors, and it has tons of compartments. It has this front compartment, it has 2 zip pockets here, and then within it, it has a bunch of other little compartments. So it's very useful for organizing those important things and having them on hand. And then I have another one of these just kind of like string gym bags, and it's small, fits in as an extra bag. Next up, electronics. Air tags, highly recommend air tags. I got like 2 of them. If I need to see where a bag or something is, or even at the airport, just being able to look and be like, oh, my bag arrived at this airport. It's more of a peace of mind thing. I don't know how much practically it's been necessary yet. I'm gonna kind of pack as we do this because I do actually have a flight to catch. 14-inch MacBook Pro. If you go a little smaller, the 13-inch feels a little too small for me. And if you go any bigger, then it gets kind of heavy. It attracts attention. It doesn't fit in day packs. So 14-inch has been the perfect laptop for me. So this is a Samsung T7 drive, and the Samsung T series are really great hard drives in general. This is their rugged model. So it's even a little more resistant to water and dust and other things. So if you're traveling a lot, it's good to have maybe something that's a little more resilient. I have like 2 of these. And then this is a hard drive for work through a company called Hyperdrive. And this is like an even more kind of like high performance SSD drive. I got this notebook This is from a company called Supernote. So this is essentially an e-ink tablet that you can write on. There are a bunch of alternatives to this, but the reason I chose this one is because of its size. It has OCR, which translates your handwriting into text. I love writing. I do morning pages and stuff like that. So having a notebook that is able to record all that and I don't need to carry several physical notebooks is super valuable for me. It is a little pricey, but if you are someone who enjoys writing and it writes regularly, then I think it's worth it and holds battery for a decent amount of time. Chargers, I have this one by Tessan. This one has held up for 6 months. It's 65 watts, so it means I can just like plug in a cable and connect it to my laptop. Although I have noticed in general, nothing beats like the original Apple adapters in terms of reliability. Like occasionally I'll have an issue with one of these where it just won't be charging. This has like USB-C, it has USB-A, and then it just connects to everything. This one is just kind of like the US outlet, but it has a built-in USB-C cable and another port. You know, I would recommend one of these, but I would highly recommend this thing. I love this thing. It's called a Super Bagel. These ports that you see around it will accept every form of outlet, and then this middle part comes out, and this can transform into any form of outlet. I mean, any in the world, like really. It's incredible. Plugs into here, and then, you know, you have like an extension cable for every country you go into the world, and then built-in USB-A port, USB-C port. I've had this one for I think 2 years, and then this past year I just bought another one just to have. So highly recommend it. I got a power brick. Good to have like a larger power brick. I think this is like 10,000 milliamps, 20,000. I'll get like half a charge of a laptop through this too. Also, this right here is a little portable power brick, so I'll connect directly to my iPhone. I really love this thing. I highly recommend having like a bigger power bank and also like a smaller pocket-sized one, because you know, if you run out of battery while traveling, it can really be a huge headache. This cable is by a company called Basius, and it's a 100-watt cable, and I really love these cables. I actually have 2 of them, and the great thing is that they fold into themselves, so that's a compact issue, and it's also, it takes care of the cable. Because it's kind of rolls nicely, the cable gets less damage. I got one of these mini like cables that converts that. This is like lightning, micro USB, USB-A, USB-C, and it's supposed to just connect everything. I used to have the like longer ones, but they fell apart, like they stopped working. The smaller one, probably because I don't use as often, has held up. And it's not necessary, but it's a useful little accessory to have. I also have these like expensive Thunderbolt USB-C cables from Apple, just because I've had so many USB-C cables fall apart on me that I was like, let's just buy the most expensive one. I have like a general electronics bag that is for like cables and stuff. I got a hotspot device, so I have an iPhone 15 Pro. With the newer iPhones in the US, you don't have a SIM card spot. The only time I've actually had to use this was in Iran. Otherwise, everywhere else in the world, like eSIMs are everywhere. So I wouldn't really get this unless you're going to Iran. Then we also got the headphones. This is a recent headphone. It's from Shocks. This is the AirSwim Pro. This is recent, but I really love it. I like having different options for listening, and this open ear design and being able to swim with it too is cool. Although you're not able to swim and listen to Bluetooth, so you need to download MP3s. Otherwise, out of the water, it's Bluetooth. It's good. And then we got the AirPods Pro. I love these things. These, along with the Shocks, give me as much coverage I want. Then also for listening, I have the Sony XM4, whatever. These bad boys, really good. The new model, I guess, is less portable, and for me, portability is very important, and the quality of these is quite good. So we have 2 cameras actually filming goods right now. This is a DJI Pocket, and this is a ZVE 10 II. I also got to mention the iPhone 15 Pro. Portable, you can take it everywhere. Some of these other cameras are difficult to take in places, or there's like restrictions on them. So highly recommend this. And I also have this tripod from Peak Design, which I love this thing. This thing is actually pretty expensive. Things on Peak Design are expensive, but typically they're well built, and it just attaches by MagSafe to the back of this and acts as a little tripod. I've had this thing for 2 years. You might be able to tell from all the wear on it. It's been incredibly useful. There's just a lot of ways that you can kind of like grip onto this and hold this, and I love this thing so much. I'm surprised I haven't lost it, and I will probably replace it if I ever do. I also carry one of these selfie stick tripods. These things are good because they're just like super light, don't take up a lot of space, but they act essentially as a tripod. We do also now have a larger tripod, which this is on, but that is not very portable. But having something like this is is very useful to have. This one is by Insta360 and PG Tech, but there's so many variations of this type of thing that you can find. Sometimes I'll just use it for a mic and stuff as well. I got a little drone. This is by a company called Hover Air. Super lightweight, super portable. Like you could literally put this in a jacket pocket. And it's one of the drones that I've used more of because you don't actually even need a controller. You just turn it on, it'll follow you around, it'll do a bunch of movements. This is their one generation older model, so this is the Hover Air. They came out with a 2 or something recently that is even better in video quality. I don't use this as often as I would like to, which is kind of like my big gripe with drones in general. I ended up not using them. Got Insta360 Go 3. It has like a magnetic thing, comes out, all that stuff. Put it around your neck area, get kind of like shots like that if you're on a bike or board or whatever. And also it's waterproof, at least the smaller part is. I have too much camera gear, obviously. This is a mic that I use a lot. It's called the Tula mic. I also have 2 Rode mics, and this is the DJI mic that goes with the pocket. And this is just kind of like a clip-on tripod head. So if you want to clip a camera somewhere, this is really useful. And then I got a light. This one's by Ulanzi. It's nice having a light. Not necessary. This is kind of another new item. You know, typically if you're near a window, that's good enough. Okay, so first off, for toiletry bag, I have a bag by a company called Gravel, and this is one of those other ones where I replaced zipper tags, but I really love this toiletry bag. It has 2 sides, one side that's a little smaller for like toothbrush and things like that, another side that's bigger, and that's just to make them separate, and then it can hang from this thing, from like anything. It also has this like hanger on this side. Really versatile, small, durable, really easy to rinse out and clean. I've had a couple different toiletry bags. This is my favorite for sure, highly recommend. Then I got a toothbrush. This one is by Philips. It looks like a regular toothbrush, but it's actually an electric toothbrush. Obviously with something like this, you just want to make sure to buy the extra heads, which are also pretty affordable. And it just takes like a regular AAA battery. Pretty much change the battery for this like every 6 months maybe. That also depends on like, you know, how long you brush for, which probably is a sign that I don't brush for as long as I should. And the case has little holes on it. That just helps with airflow. Just about fits within this bag, which makes it a nice fit together. And then I can put in some like toothpaste or something as well. Good to go on the dental side. For hair, you know, I'm a Persian man, so we got our hair. This one is a Philips One Blade. The proprietary charger is a bit annoying, and I did actually have to replace that, but I managed to get it off of Lazada, which is like Amazon in Southeast Asia. Extra chargers that can like fall apart or you can lose are annoying. I do have this other shaver from a company called Meridian, and this one has USB-C. It has travel lock, I think double. Okay, so now the travel lock is on, then it just won't automatically go off. Essentially, it's really a body trimmer, but you can use it, you know, it's kind of like very safe, so it doesn't like tug on stuff. I like it. It's good to have in combination with this. I used to carry around those like safety razors where you could replace the blade and stuff like that, but airport security really hated those, and it just slowed down my travel all the time, and it's just simpler with these. Tweezers, nail clippers. I also carry this like powder beard wash and facial wash. So anything that's a powder is good because it's not a liquid and it's going to go through airport security easier. Also, if you like soap bars, I highly recommend this soap bag from Matador. It's made from some kind of material that's able to absorb the liquid from the soap bars and preserve them. Highly recommend this bag. Deodorant, I have these salt deodorants. These ones I actually got from Manila because they had them here, but yeah, salt deodorants are great. I think they're like kind of healthier and they last long, so I really love these. And I'll just put these in my bag area here. Comb, I don't really use. This is venom extractor. I don't know if this actually works or not. I think I used it on like a bee sting once. I think it reduced the length of the pain compared to my previous bee sting, but I don't know. It doesn't take up a lot of space, so I got it and I carry it. Earplugs, don't really use often. For sleep, I highly recommend bringing an eye mask because whether you're at hostels or staying somewhere new, you never know what the light condition is going to be like, and just being able to give yourself something familiar for better sleep is a great idea. I love this eye cover in particular. It's very soft, durable, cool. So I'll leave a link to this below. All right, next up we have clothing. I have a few kind of like nicer shirts. These are these ones, and And this one, I used to just go around with these t-shirts because they're super light. They're from Patagonia, called Capilene Cool Trail. Highly recommend these. I've gone through different versions of these, but they hold up really well. Some of the colors will pill more than others, but like one of these types of shirts, I think I wore like a few hundred times over the course of years. Really breathable. They're vegan, which is important to me. They dry super quick. I really love these for kind of that just like quick, fast solo travel. But then I wanted to find a partner, and so I started dressing nicer. And shortly after dressing nicer, I got acquainted with my girlfriend. I don't think that's a coincidence. I also have the Patagonia nanofiber jacket. This one I've had for a few years as well, and it's held up really well. It's an expensive jacket, but it's so good. I climbed the tallest mountain in the continuous US with this jacket. It's a solid. I love this jacket, is what I'm trying to say. You know, everyone's needs are gonna be different in terms of clothing. If you're going to warmer or mild cold climates, then your needs for clothing are gonna be much more compact than if you're going to, you know, a very cold climate in a very cold season. I have these shorts from Uniqlo, really good stuff. For me, durability and quality are everything. I also have some like regular cotton shorts and then some like nice pants. I like to have like a little bit of options in terms of nicer clothes. Typically I'm wearing shorts, so I have a lot of shorts options. Patagonia has these really light, durable pants. Had these for a couple years, really good quality trail pants by Cool, other pants by Uniqlo. Sometimes you just gotta fit stuff where it fits. I'm gonna speed through the rest of this because we're really late. This is a little bag by Peak Design for dirty clothes. Peak Design's great. They have a great warranty. This one ripped a little bit, but I'm almost certain that if I send it to them, they will replace it. And then I got my underwear and socks too. So this is another Peak Design packing bag that I use. It also has like an extra compartment here, which you can put like dirty items in. And yeah, these bags are really well built. They're built to like kind of like contain odor. This is another one of those bags that I've had for like 2 years. And this one is actually in very good condition. For socks, I highly recommend something that's breathable and thin. That means makes washing faster and drying faster. And then for underwear, I actually use a company called Ex Officio. If you're looking for really breathable, fast drying, fast washing, antibacterial, all that stuff underwear, in my opinion, it's top of the line. It's pricey, but surprisingly worth it. Now for shoes, these are the two that I've been carrying with, or rather have been carrying me for the past 2 years. These are both barefoot shoes, which are important to know. The benefit is that they're super light. There's potentially some benefits for your feet and so on. But the downside is if you're not used to these and you're walking a lot, it's going to get painful. So you should definitely start experimenting with these a little bit before you start traveling. Your feet will adjust to them over time. The first one that's been on my feet 99% of the time are the Earth Runners, and this is the Elemental model. They don't actually carry this one anymore, but I think it's similar to the Primal that is currently on their website. But you should also check out Earth Runners, which is the refurbished model website, and you can get the shoes for much cheaper. From my perspective, it's good for your pocket and the environment. Usually with sandals, if I walk with them a lot, they'll start to hurt in the front area, but these I can go on forever, and they're extremely comfortable. Over the past 2 years, I did have to replace them once, but that was because I was on a scooter bike and it has a little metal clip on the bottom and the clip caught on the ground and it kind of broke. But generally, these are really durable and can last forever. The second shoes that I carry with me are the Vivo Barefoot Primus. Now these are again barefoot shoes, so they're super lightweight, super compact, breathable, wash fast, dry fast, and very comfortable. This is also my second pair, and that's actually because after a year of use, they did start to wear down and I needed to replace them. But I did replace them because I like them a lot, and I put them through a lot, so the wear was understandable. Now I'm personally very practical when it comes to the gear that I choose, but it's important to note that neither of these are what people would consider stylish, at least not my girlfriend. But it hasn't held me back. These two are winners in my book, and I highly recommend them. And I got this like yoga mat by Decathlon. The cool thing about this is that it's just like super light. Other manufacturers have things similar to them. They have rubber on this side, which will stick to the floor, and fabric on this side, which is a little soft to the touch. It's not gonna protect you from hard ground, but it's better than nothing, and it's very compact. This is like the third one of these types of things that I've had. This is cool. This is like a little kitchen scale that opens up, so if you want to kind of like weigh stuff, calorie counting or anything, it's cool to have. But again, I don't really use it. So some of this stuff I'll continue carrying me. Some of this stuff I'll leave in certain places if I absolutely I'm not using. And then this is like a neck pillow by Eagle Creek. It'll actually turn out into a full pillow if you want to. But I've bought this thing twice. Like I lost the first one, I bought it again. I use it as a meditation cushion. I love this thing, super versatile. And both of these will go into here too. This one is kind of a recent purchase. This is like a mixer, an electric mixer, in case like I carry around protein powders and stuff like that. So it's good to have. It's always hard to get in stuff to fit. I might just put some socks in here, get some space in there. I used to carry around one of those like little frother things for mixing, but then I would always not have like a good container to put it in. So this is a container and a mixer all in one. It's something we've used. And then yeah, I carry like nutritional yeast. If you're a vegan, you know what that is. Creatine, protein powder, yerba mate recently. A lot of that stuff is fairly easy to buy on the go, but if you have space and you want to have the sense of security to have it with you, then pack it. So I bring multivitamins, I bring some different kind of like food type items that are powders and are easy to bring with me. I gotta run. I think I covered most of the stuff. If you'd like to see another video like this, a detail like this, or you found this helpful, please let me know. Thank you for watching. Take care and wish us luck in getting to our flight on time. Peace.